Okay, and I'm back. Pardon me there, I'd forgotten that was set to be displaying. I'll re-enable it if people talk, or if people want to interact with me. Because, as I said... Now... let's take on the... don't have any range troopers, do we? I'm opening some chocolate, but then I don't think anyone's here at the beginning just yet. Although, if you are watching this later, welcome to the stream. Auto reporting. Routines added to the Tech Priest internal cogitators. Intelligence on high value targets critical. I do hope we don't run into any high value targets. Experience dictates whatever these Xenos are, they likely aren't welcome. Sorry, I'm tired a little bit. They aren't likely to welcome our intrusion into their ruins. Yet we must prepare for the inevitability of it. Oh no, eventuality. Hence my bringing Prime Hermeticon Captrix on this mission. If there are any Xenos life forms, their destruction will likely form principal objectives. Know the prey, find the prey, then the hunt commences. Secretary operations in the tomb of Ecopris have encountered a high-value target location. They have found Ecopris. Firm location of sarcophagus of Ecopris. I return anticipation but concern at this news. The chance to bring Ecopris to battle is a valuable one, but one with great risk. Profile indicates advanced combat capabilities, environmental advantage, Xenos weaponry and awakening protocol level unknown. That's the Megos Pekinai described it. High risk, high reward. Holding a perimeter around the tomb. Target consciousness possible. I have modified mission parameters accordingly. This is a Necron Lord. This is a Necron Lord. The likelihood of being awake is very high. / certain. You pardon me while I fiddle around with a blanket to be warmer. Yes, I know, I'm totally a professional. Welcome, Megos. If this works, it could make it seem the lives lost in the tomb of Ecopris weren't for nothing. Dispatch the cuirassiers. Sharpen the spears. The hunt is on. Ah yes, direct telepathic communications. Rare direct communication from these Xenos. It is disquieting as it is exciting. There may be much to learn, Megos, but take the greatest care. An insidious whisper worms its way through the nanosphere, infecting the awareness of everyone connected to it. Appears as an intercepted thought in the minds of everyone in the tomb of Wh40k at once. Perish the thought, address the troops, analyze the source. Logic would dictate analyzing the source. Necrons, adaptive xenos. If Necron plus Imperial tech equal altered variation, evolved thought process, then Mechanicus plus Necron tech may hold the same answer. Intercepted thought is shown to be a complex data plague of cunning and devious design. Certainly Xenos in origin, but created for the use against human mind. This revelation is disturbing, since it means the Necrons are more adaptive than previously thought, but provides a rare insight into their mindset and capabilities. Also gives us 3 CP. Or command points. What hatred the weak have for that, which they do not know. And of course now the cat's on the table full of things that are going to make noise. My fault for leaving them there. Hatred the weak have for they know it was made by the strong. Directly through the communes of every trooper. Geez, they've adapted to the Vox frequencies. Three, two, one, and we wake everyone up. Presence is detected. Pulmonic. Cat, please don't scratch on table. You were asleep before. Diplomatic. The pole mic against the irrational and heretical, as penned by fabricated General Macrologos, is blasted through the tomb from every available transmission source. Its caustic words scorn the enemy for daring to flaunt its blasphemy in the face of the true sons of Mars. Didn't enough to awaken the few Necron warriors who still slumber. Oops. Gee, shouldn't that have been a higher alert level then? Heretical galactic model of Wh40k. Take care, Megaros. The chances of blasphemous content being present approach 100%. Hey, chompy cat. Purge the data from the Noosphere, and we give the Necrons initiative. Shatter. Damn it! Someone took damage. Probably should have actually read that. Okay. Dang it. Oh well. Jeez, I'm not doing well at actually, you know, paying attention to the mission. Oh dear. Hey! Plus 3 HP. There it is, the sarcophagus of Wh40k. Looks like he sees himself as the center of the universe. I told you, I warned you.
This world is ours. This palace is ours. But you do not listen. The weak are ignorant, for they fear the knowledge of the strong.
Someone sent the Yuzon Vong against these guys. What is... Stop bullying my tech priest, Xenos scum. Confirmed. Awakening complete. Code Veneta in effect. Eliminate high value target with extreme prejudice. Seize the initiative. Ouch. It's every weapon they have. Component is ruptured and dangerous radiation pulses through the chamber, hitting the cohort with a debilitating dose. The effects of the radiation poisoning kick in just as the sarcophagus fully opens and Lord Ecripris emerges. Now let's see this Xenos scum. And more importantly, beat his face in. While our Skitari lay down something resembling cover. Oh right, it's this douchebag. My brain was thinking it was the Void Admiral. But now I realise which one is which. Oh right, yeah, you have to kill all the vanguards or he swaps out for them. Odd. No data. Records in the slightest. Data fact. Normally small data files on each Necron form. Overwhelmingly excited statement. This is a chance to insert plus name for Necron pattern design. Knew about the Necrons before your research on this mission? Truth. Yes. Heretic! Sure that in the scripture of the Talon Cog it states Volume V.09 Part 3, wary those that wonder. Fear you step too close to heresy. Technically yes. Technically Scalovia does. Heresy it is not. My goal, learn my enemy to improve my assistant's capabilities to the mission. I agree, in learning the Xenos we can better combat them. If we keep to our traditions we might falter for lack of knowledge. Vanguard. Ha! Nice. This one, they actually named this thing Necron Vanguard. It's funny you don't have records of these because like everyone's bloody fought them. To be fair, not many of the forces that have fought them have survived, and not all of those forces have been willing to actually name the mechanical terrors. I think I've fought them before, or was it Lynchguard that teleported with Cat's Warlord? Now I am gonna have you stand there. You're going that way. Meanwhile, your goal is just going to be to come straight up. Boom. Okay then. Okay, we've got you in an advantageous position. Fundamentalize zoom around. Just take a couple of pot shots and watch as he swaps out. Okay, so when fighting this Necron Lord, you have to worry about his bodyguard swapping with him. Necron Vanguards will often swap with other units that have been damaged. which is a useful bit of knowledge for future. I am going to charge you down this way. Go here. I want you to grab that cognition. Now, you don't have the capacity to generate your own. So, let's have you come charging this way. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Oop. Alrighty then. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. You're now going to get attacked by two of them. No! Damn it! They're not in range now. Then you've seen the wrong galaxy. Ah, endless legions. An annoying. Pardon me while I crinkle things, and then I'll explain things a little for new players. Endless legions is an ability that Necron warlords will use to summon reinforcements. They'll use this every turn, and it will cause you hell if you're not prepared for it. Do not go into a fight with a Necron Lord assuming you're not going to have to fight reinforcements, because you will, and you better be prepared. Greetings, new person. We are doing the fight against Lord Astronomer Ekropris. I've probably butchered the name. At the same time, I'm kind of nomming on chocolate. Are you new to this game, or have you played it before? Because if you haven't played it before, and you're thinking of, I'll happily give a few tips. I mean, I'll randomly drop tips and pointers as I go, because I've played this game a few times and know what I'm doing to a degree. I never assumed to be a pro at it, but I do know what I'm doing. Ha! They haven't yet. Humans have done a better job of murdering each other than the Necrons have. Heck, if you guys actually did wipe out a good chunk of humanity, that'd piss off Khorne to no small degree. Haha, he took damage. And now he took damage. Ow! Yeah, Necron Lords hit like freight trains. And now comes the Vanguard. The Vanguard just hit is one that's not necessarily geared for combat. It's a support priest. I just put him there so as I could have him grab cognition. Hey, another person! Welcome to the stream. Now, let's see who gets caught in the crossfire. Haha! Now, basically, if you're new to this game, I'll give you a little adviso. Necron Vanguards will do that. That can be very annoying if you're not prepared for it. And also, if you're not prepared to have to deal with melee, barriers to melee. Now, because I'm doing melee only playthrough here, I don't have a lot of energy-based weapons. My main one is the Arc Scourge. Unfortunately, I haven't got any of the troop choices that have energy weapons yet, which is kind of a shame. No, that'd be overkill. I'm just going to use him to heal up him. Now, one of the first things I tend to do when playing a campaign of this game is I tend to equip one tech priest as an engineer. Well, sorry, an engine seer. Because basically the engine seers are medics. They also can actually hit pretty hard and resist a heck of a lot of damage, especially if you do what I did, which was give it the give it the engine seer leggings, the head with +2 energy armor on it. That's from the head with +2 energy armor is from a different tech tree, but it's still useful. You can build some really tanky tech priests in this. This game's kind of well, I hear this game's the Warhammer, essentially the Warhammer XCOM, except I would say that this game doesn't punish you for reloading. No, that won't have much effect. Now I'm going to move you forward to here, where you're going to be useful. You're probably just going to fire on the end. Oh no, didn't do anything. Haha! We have the one who can actually do something. And because said tech priest. So I've got this one pretty well up the explorator tech tree. And he can do a whole lot of damage. He can basically get out of immediate melee combat. He, I think, adds extra damage to his melee attacks, and the Arc Scourge is a melee weapon, which is really useful. So let's actually look at the abilities he has. He has Untouchable at the start of the battle. That's because of the Cog Occlurus, which is a Occultaris or something like that. It's a option you get, an upgrade you get from the Heretic expansion. It is kind of a piece of Xenorite tech. I've got him partly down the lexicon tree to give him the cognition generation. He's got the thing that reduces the cost of power field generators, not that I've got him with one at the moment. He reveals enemy statistics in close combat, which I think is the first tier on the explorator tree, and he avoids all opportunity attacks. And yeah, machine spirit attacks do double damage. Well, no, do 2 damage. +2 damage, sorry. Okay, let's just prevent this warrior from vanguard from getting back up, because it will most certainly do that if I don't stop it from doing that. Please cut through his armor. 1 damage. That's not going to do anything. Now, I'm going to charge you straight up here, because we need cognition. Okay. You can't really do much, can you? But then you're not geared for close combat. Oh wow, he did a lot. I was expecting a whole lot less than that, and I can't really do anything. Probably should have given him the ability to get out of combat, but he can hold out for a turn. Oop! he teleported to the damaged warrior, moved the damaged warrior down here to have it out of harm. At the same time, put it right where I'm going to be able to melee it in the face. That wouldn't do much. That will be more useful. I'm just going to move you down here because I want to put you near the tech priest that can heal you. Haha, dodge! So certain pieces of war gear give you a dodge chance. It doesn't kick in always, but it's quite useful to have your troops, that your characters are going to be in melee a lot, not take damage. Now I've got an injured one that I don't particularly want to use, but that's not going to stop me. Okay, let's have this run down here. The Vanguard's like, oi, where you going? No you. Just the Uno card. Just the no you card. That's the edited version of an Uno card. Of a change colour, draw 4. Or is it swap turn? Swap order direction. One of those. Hey! Oh no. We've got an immortal with the, I don't remember what that weapon's called. Essentially, visually it's double Gauss. Beware of corrupted data. Oh dear. Disintegrates file corrupted. He's just walking, just waltzing. It's like, menacingly approach your hated enemy. Hey, he dodged twice. Nice. Servitor takes a hit. Not gonna stop it getting into close combat though, if it survives long enough to. Let's wipe this thing out. Yes! The other one's like, I'm taking cognition from you. Now, I don't expect to actually get to hit this thing. Oh no, I got to hit him. Nice. This character's ability to self-heal like a junkie is going to come in real handy soon. Like, it is possible to have your characters restore 2 wounds a turn if you're willing to touch the Xenorite tech tree and go for the healing tech tree and go for the engine seer tech tree. Now, I'm doing damage because if we kill the Lord, this fight is over. Ow! That thing took a serious hit. Haha, we can get into combat. Servo arm goes whack! I miss my old servo arm prop. That servitor's not going to last another turn, I suspect, but please resist. Damn it. Oh well. Tech Priest is still doing well. Okay then. I do not like how much that's going to use up, but zap. Buzzsaw time. Move him up here. I'd kind of hoped I could. No, I have to go there. Why is that a thing? Sometimes this game does not make sense, especially when it comes to floor tile placement. Thump. He's down. Basically, my goal here is remove reinforcements. Menacingly approach your hated enemy. Thump. I'm probably using this guy wrong though. It'd be best to have the guy who can actually hit things hard in combat in, you know, combat. Oh well. Let's grab some cognition for the others to use. You're removing that one. You're not going to be any use in combat. Part of me is tempted to give him some of them. Oh, what's the tree? I think, is it just Magos, or there's a tech tree that actually, let's reveal your stats. Yeah, I thought so. Servitor dies, and I get cognition. Oh well, gives me reinforcements to bring in and put into close combat with the Lord. Actually, let's just move you to here. If you take some pot shots. Now that we don't have any vanguards on the field, I can directly attack the Lord. Give it a moment, there'll be more vanguards though. Servitor and injured Servitor, because let's drain out my command points. He's down to 18 already. I know, we've nearly beaten you. And there goes the Servitor. Don't worry, I have plenty of them. Well, not on this deployment, but like Servitors are numerous and legion. Thump. How many wounds does he have left now? Probably not enough to save him. Let's assume you survive long enough to be useful. Hopefully you do, because I want you to hit things. And you're not getting out of combat. +1 cognition for mailing him to death. $13, okay. Make that a whole lot less. Let's just move you forward so you can be a bit more of a bullet sink. Yes! 1 to 2. Okay then. The Lord has 7. Nice. And that Servitor's dead. Just don't ever assume it's going to survive a direct shot from an immortal. They have this nasty tendency of instant deathing things if you're not careful. Okay, let's end that Lord right here. Greetings, hated foe. You are going to die. It is going to hurt. There is no negotiation in this. We're down. And he's down. Now, one of the benefits of fighting the characters individually, fighting the Necron Lords individually, is you don't then have to fight them in the final battle. Now, that is... some people think that might have been a glitch. I very much doubt it. It seems very intentional to me. So now... Yes. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised we'd lost most of our troops. Well, no, we lost only about half of them. And the ones we lost were servitors. That's how it should be. Yes! Tier 2 healing tool. Confirm. Nice. Ooh. Now let's arouse the dead. Unfortunately, that takes a lot of cognition. Ah, well, too bad. Just going to pull that out because I want to put that in. Now. Okay, you can have a whole lot more. I just don't have you with the thing that, Wait, what? What's that one? That's reveal statistics. No, I need to give you the one that allows you to get out of combat. Would probably be best if I've given you all your war gear options. Yes, I have. Okay. I've given him all his armor options, so I'm giving him that. Okay. Okay, I am just going to unplug that because while useful, so too is this. Now, there is a reason I'm not giving him this weapon. It is simply the case of it costs too much cognition per swing. And my cognition per an attack weapons that I want, that I'd rather pay cognition, more amounts of cognition for, are the arc scourges, not the melee ones, not the axes. And I don't really want to give the head melee person these. I rather these because they break armor. Okay. So now. Geez, we've got some rubbish options right now, haven't we? Okay, we're killing the Void Admiral, and oh dear, we have to deal with Death Monks. Okay, we're getting the Tier 2 power axe out of this mission. Let's go! I'm going a lot of range troops there, but I want to have 3 range troops for this just to... Actually... I'm just going to change that because I want to have more guns. Just never underestimate the usefulness of guns. Because this Necron character will swap between energy resistance and physical resistance, which makes him annoying to fight if you're not prepared for it. Now, I fully expect to have turns where I'm not going to do a great deal of damage to him with my characters at the same time. That's why you take different types of weapons. I haven't got any rangers yet, or I'd use that. He bested us before, we're not going to let him best us again. Dispatch the falconers. Muster the hounds. The hunt commences. So let's try and be a bit more careful on the way in. It's hilarious how we found his tomb first. We've learned a lot since our last encounter with Alec, but we know he won't go down without one hell of a fight. I know if I had if I had a unit of Dominus, not Dominuses, a unit of Castellans, I'd throw them straight in at him and they'd just punch him to death. Or a couple of squads of Cataphrons to annihilate him. To the hunting call, horn and call to the assembly. The chase begins. Make ready for the unmaking of Arnorak. I love how it's not showing servitors. These are troops of the 7th Hexadecimal Court, Manipul Gamma. They went quiet 59 minutes ago. Probably slain the chamber ahead. Definitely Skitari who were caught in furious volley of Gauss fire. Powerfully apparent the weight weighs on the minds of the cohort. Women could die so easily. How far away is anyone in the tomb from such fate? I mean, to be fair, they're Skitari. It's their job to die. Does the Skitari's life to die? Usually for objectives that mean almost nothing. Now, let's see. I know what that one means. Or not. And I have no... Apparently I don't know what that one means. In the grim darkness of Ardek's tomb. The grim darkness of Ardek's tomb is complete in this benighted region. Not only is the total absence of light, but fractal rad levels are interfering with the cohort's optical augmentations, even the team's own light. We're going around it. There's no way I'm walking through strange darkness that seems to defy everything. It's a bit too likely to get us killed. And my suspicions were right. Although, to be fair, I've done this mission and I remembered that trap. I don't always remember traps. In fact, I often forget them. But I remembered that one from one of my numerous encounters with this scumbag before. Yay! Free stuff! A container of some sort that seemingly has raw binary seething within. Clearly, it is of Xenos origin. Sparks of the data leak through the aged sealants used to contain the treasure within. Let's see what I have to deal with in this tomb. Basic linear alpha script. It's the simple of Necron languages, relatively speaking, of course, but it is known from several exemplars. I should be able to translate some of it if you can get data pictograms. I'm not grabbing anything. Tragedy. Knowledge has been lost to this ham-fisted botching. I disagree. All resources are a blessing. Xenos augmentation becomes Skitari bullets. Definite improvement. I like Row. We break it. We attempt to move the slab, but break it in the process. Oh well, free shit. Still useful free shit. I was not recording that. That would likely cause a data problem. The Necrons have already shown that they're willing to try data corruption. It's like these scarabs were awoken by the reanimation protocols and continued their default programming. Finish this statue. The Necrons have covered their tombs in images of themselves, and they still aren't finished. I'm a little concerned by the armatures above. It appears to be a workshop. Large slabs of gleaming metal have been partially covered in a statue of a glowing Necron. Perhaps Lord Arnak. Several scarab constructs are scurrying around the slab, chewing away the material as they continue in the process of creating the statue. Art acquisition. We're grabbing shit. It's like we're here to purge in fire, but we're taking what's useful. Love that bit of a hut and the shaky cam they're doing. Now, on to the fight. Location confirmed. Energy reading spiking. Code Venator in full effect. Are infected. This damned creature has been watching us since we entered the tomb. It is ready for us since the start. Well, no duh. I'm not. But an enemy who is expecting an attack can sometimes make mistakes. Woken into the company of these fleshly vermin. Tomorrow we conquer. Today we clear the flesh from our doorstep, the filth from our doorstep. Are you gonna, wipe out the Flare cult? Because they're vastly nastier than us. Collections of Inquisitor Brand. Chapter 87. Of all creations most foul, I behold the Lord of all, and knew that I was dead. We have been here before, Magos, but we are prepared now. What are your orders? Death of the enemy. Let's end this scum. Let's end this scummy of the panning around they're doing. Huh. Are these actually a unit on the tabletop? Like, I remember fighting something similar to that in Dawn of War, but I don't remember ever actually seeing any on the tabletop. It would be kind of cool if they were. Okay, so let's use the Servitor as a delaying tactic, a Ranger as a flank, and let's not bother with the other Ranger. Which one's the support increased? Oh, you're going data hunting. You are going up the middle. And honestly, yep, going up the middle too. Thinking about it, I might just put him on the flank, because we're going to have to deal with Necron reinforcements. Start battle. Necron warrior. Now I've got you to where I can grab data. You in range. How far up do I have to have you out of range to do that? Too bad, just going to use this. Okay. Now, I'm just not going to bring you out into combat. You don't need to fight the enemy. You're there to just hold requisition points, and I'm just going to delay his action. I'm going to charge you straight forward up toward the enemy. I'm going to also have you go pokey poke. I'll leave you wondering what the hell's going on. And violently poke. It's like poking violence intensifies. Can he physically get to that? Yes, he can. Wonder if the enemy can actually... I wonder if this boss can actually attack those that are hidden under the Cognitive Sclerus. Servitor charge. Servitor suicide wall goes brr. Basically use your servitors as expendable roadblocks. / road bumps. I sailed the void for 1,000 years. I fought in the war in heaven. What can you do to strike fear into one such as I? I don't need to strike fear into you. I just need to kill you. Nightmare Shroud. Okay, what's he resistant to? Well, I'll know soon enough. Ha! He's taken the bait. Let's get our Vanguard up here. Ideally, you'd take this guy on with both some Rangers and some Vanguards in your cohort. That wasn't an option this time. Huh. That doesn't surprise me at all. We're now just getting into positions, and I am going to be doing a lot of damage to him next turn. Ah, the Immortal is here. I don't actually think I need reinforcements right now. You can hold off for now. Yeah, don't think you're going to get to stay standing for much longer. I'm just going to have you wait. My goal is basically to first do as much damage with the melee priest as I can. Now, you are going here. You're taking him out. Now, because melee weapons aren't going to do anything to that Necron Lord right now, I am just going to hit it in the... I am just going to zap the living daylights out of it. Probably could have annihilated it. Okay then, hit it with zap. And zap. That worked. It also pissed him off. Good, because I don't like him. Now the goal is to get out of dodge. Now I'm first going to have you run here. Now if I remember correctly, you can actually just move out of melee combat with him. He doesn't have the capacity to actually stay engaged with you, which is useful. Because it means I can just... It means I can just get out of danger. Charge! Charge, my little suicide servitor! Charge! To a glorious death! Dare these wretched things stand before the void? Meh. You actually don't intimidate me. Haha, you fool. You damn fool. Sure, you've slaughtered a servitor, but you've also opened the way for me to gun you down. Now, pardon me while I just fiddle around with the Skitari Vanguard's placement so I can do this. He is now down to even less health. Good. That's how it should be. Yeah, there's nothing I can do right now with that. Okay. Angry Tech Priest goes whack. I don't expect the Tech Priest to actually, do much. But that isn't his role. His role is to slow down the enemy, not to kill them. Maybe bug bite maybe weaken it with bug bites, but Certainly not to actually outright kill it. Oop, that has to die. So the Necron Lord's right there, target priority, but it's no longer the priority target of this mission. Right, that's going in the way. And that's going there. Start. You're just like, I'm going to walk over and shoot things. It's like, that's not going to work. Yeah, I'll save that for when I actually need it. He's down to 15 health. That's gonna, he's not gonna last much longer, that's for certain. Whack. So Servitor goes whack, does 1 damage. You physically can get in there and do something. You won't do much, but you don't need to do much. We've nearly got this one out of action, which is good. The Immortal's kind of walking over menacingly. Okay, I am going to bring the melee one over here and just eviscerate this thing. It just goes down like a punk. Okay, I have 11 wounds on that. There is 11 wounds on that Lord. Let's go over and deal with it. Because it won't last the turn. Because it may not necessarily last the turn. Okay then. First of all, go whack. 5 damage. No, it's not going to last the turn. I can deal 5 damage. It's like now you're dealing with an actually appropriately armed tech priest cohort. You can't stand up against them. And at least we're not dealing with microscopic scarabs, because they would wipe us out. Microscopic scarabs, like was mentioned, I think, in Dawn of War, Dark Crusade, if the Necrons win that campaign, just scour all life, and you're just thinking, those should just naturally be deployed because they'll wipe out all life on their own. Has fallen. The Necrons of Silver Tenebris have lost their fleet commander. Prey tracked for quarrying, from quarrying to unmaking, beaten into open and closed, cased down. Beaten into open and chased down for the kill. 84% hunt efficiency logged for future analysis. The Tomb of Icarus are reporting decreased coordination among the awakening constructs. Of course, they've lost their boss unit. Activity not concern of prime Hecticon. Key target acquisition ongoing. There will be more. There'll come another beast. There will come another hunt. So that's 2 bosses down. All in all, that was actually a very successful hunter-killer mission. Just look at how overarmed he is. Yep. Let's just upgrade him completely. Let's also remove that and swap it out for the better one, because we have a better one. Now, I'm just going to disconnect that and swap it out for this. Now, pardon me, I'm just going to disconnect my mic because I'm about to sneeze. Pardon me, I just had to sneeze there, so yeah, I didn't want to deafen everyone. So yeah. Now let's put that thing that's not going to cost anything on. Now, you don't need to worry, I haven't got the global sickness. I actually had a test earlier in the week that confirmed I don't have it. So, and I got the results for that back today. So, yeah. Now, mission. Let's see. Atonement flowed ones are a problem. A little too efficient, but burn the flayed ones. So we've got purification, repress, burn it to get rid. Urges, elect a dogma's attack. Urges attacking these flayed ones who will be relatively vulnerable in the open battle. Burn them all. We don't have flamers. Let me use flamers. It's like, give me flamers so I can burn them. Ooh. Might as well use something that can actually do some damage. Oh my god. Recognition. Ignore armor for 4 attacks. Nice. Deploy, let's go. Tidings are glorious, Magos. I return, gladness to hear it. The flayed ones of Tomb of Erebus are waking up in huge numbers and massing to attack. That doesn't sound like good news. Destruction is less than glorious. I do like, pardon me while I fiddle around to get some chocolate out. I do like how logical Falcius is. He's like, wait a second, that doesn't sound glorious. It's like, Vidix. Yeah, oh, it is glorious. It means we can kill. It means they fear us and that we can kill them. Gauge them, destroy them. Life of Uriah Jacobus. that minister and priest that had rules up until in the Sisters Codex up until the 8th edition book, and at which point the rules were put into legends because GW don't want to support metal models and can't be bothered making plastics of him and the other minister and priests. So far, the only plastic minister and priests we have, both announced, both yet to be released and currently out, and this is as of late May, is 2. One in Blackstone Fortress, which that game's soon going to get discontinued anyway. All its expansions pretty much been discontinued. And what's it called? And the new one that comes as part of a character unit with a sororitas flag bearer. Presented with the chance, with the opportunity to massacre them in great numbers. Hellfree and Recollections, Chapter 571. The enemy. When an enemy begs for destruction, do not let him go hungry. It's what a soldier would call a target-rich environment. It's what Death Corps would call happiness. Suicidal maniacs. Sent a team to inflict maximum casualties. I can think of nothing that would more so please the Omnissiah. Skitari has been forced by injuries to abandon its post, holding a key passageway leading deeper into the tomb. If it is left undefended, the flayed ones might have another way out of the lower levels, enabling them to avoid the cohort's vengeance. Explosives! We blow it up! Oh, heck! We got a shield generator out of it. One of the cohort took damage. Dang. Oh well, damage happens. This is a war. Okay. Yeah, I thought I saw a Praetorian. What else have we got here? We've got another Praetorian. And not as many flayed ones as I was expecting. You go there. You go there. Seems kind of dumb, I know, but the enemy will come to me. Hold up. Old trust me, being in close combat with this tech boost is a bad idea. Nope. You don't need to actually engage the enemy, you just need to take objectives. I'm just going to have him stand out of the way. Let's reveal his stats. Let's hurt the heck out of him. Donk. That's pushed him out of combat. I meant to only go one, but couldn't be bothered cancelling the action. Okay. You are coming this way. Now let's watch that one engage the tech priest as well. I wonder if he'll land. Yes! He lands in the way. Also did a heck of a lot of damage. Ouch. Did. Good. Okay, self-heal time. Meanwhile, I swapped to that. Oh, okay. His resistance 1 to 1. Okay. Oh, I haven't got enough to deploy them. Now let's earn all the flayed ones ire. And make certain that servitor dies. Sorry, I was pressing the wrong button there and thought... I Love how you just jump round behind him. And he's at full health, so you're gonna... Oh, ouch. I think I put him to full health. Oh, that servitor's doomed. Sorry if I haven't been very easy to hear there. I kind of had the mic back from my mouth because I was eating chocolate and, yeah. There goes the servitor. Don't worry, flayed ones. Your death is coming. Dies. Actually, and donk. Let's end you. That worked. And he's down. Good. Now, let's finish off this flayed one and charge up the Arc Scourge. The other Arc Scourge. Zap. I thought there was supposed to be a whole lot of enemy reinforcements. This is kind of getting underwhelming. It'll return in 2 turns. It won't stay there for 2 turns. It will be dead. Now, let's just move you to here so you can support. No, you wouldn't be able to. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna have you come. Have that go to there. And have you aim that at that. Okay then. Okay, enemy reinforcements. Aww. I was kind of hoping for a whole lot of enemy reinforcements. Ah well. Oh no, we can do this with just these tech priests. Huh, that's cute. What's cute is you think he's actually going to fight you. Donk. You, stay there. You, run around. It's like, run away! Run away! Because I am grabbing data. Or should I say Blackstone. Let's see, grab some Blackstone and break the console to pieces. Nah. Zap. Just wanted to make sure the console was destroyed. Probably could have hit them from slightly further back, but let's deal with them anyway. Was that it? That was it. Nice. That's a cannon. A Necron artifact resembling a large globe, inscribed with glowing runes, lies half buried in the mass of decaying trash in this chamber. Destroy it. This grenade shatters the artifact into thousands of inert shards. The cohort takes heart in this act of righteousness. Yeah, if you had if that thing is actually what is depicted in the chamber, if what's shown on screen is actually what was lying in the chamber, and it would have been nice if they'd actually drawn art of the thing in question. That thing's useful as an anti-orbital gun, depending on the size of it. Really big versions of these things are used. Will just rip, basically just deny air support to the enemies of the Necrons. Yay! I say yay because, oops. Let's go back here. I just want to grab this. Hoodwink. Isolated flayed one. Flayed ones are serving as scouts to monitor our progress. One such individual has been shadowing the cohort since they entered the tomb, but has unknowingly revealed its presence to the sharp-eyed tech priests. Hunt what charges in and shoots the flayed one, the Necron infiltrator. In an exchange of fire, the flayed one makes a suicidal charge, severely wounding one of the troopers. At least it will not be reporting the cohort's position. Haha, that's adorable. That's assuming the Necrons don't have something along the lines of Wi-Fi data transmission. Wounds one of the cohort. I think all of the cohort took damage here. Extra Necrons in battle. Dozens of severed heads are impaled on spikes, the wall reaching out as if blindly groping. Hands groping for someone to grab. It is impossible to tell at a glance where the hands came from. Burn this monstrosity. That is the only rational response. It's very clearly something nasty that's not intended to be touched, but is intended to unnerve its opponents. We annihilate it. That being said, I am not a Xenorite. I might understand some of their reasoning, but I will not just walk up to some creepy relic and go, some creepy display like that, and hey, this thing has things I can use. I'm going to assume it's set up in such a way as to try and be a problem, and I am going to do what I can to annihilate the damn thing. Enemies up? Nope. Okay. This is the ambush chamber. Now you are moving here. It's funny, it's strange that you can't interact with it on diagonals. I'm not having you actually do damage to it. That would reveal your location. Now, I'm going to just delay you because you're the most useful one here. I'm just going to delay you. You come up here. because the moment we activate this, all the Necrons will show up. Called it. To be fair, I've done this mission, so I know kind of traps. I've survived 5 rounds. I can do better than that. Let's get our cohort out of danger. Scourge time. Zap. Scourge goes zap. Necron Flayed One wants revenge. Everything's normal. He's down. You're gonna take out that, damn it. I meant for him to take out the other one, but didn't set it quickly enough. Oh right, he doesn't have to worry about being trapped in close combat, doesn't he? Alright then. Now, tell me something, does that actually hit? Nope. Okay. That's a terrible idea. Do that. That vaporized him, didn't it? No, it didn't. And he's down. But you don't tend to survive that. Now, let's deal with this little monster, who I figured was just fragile enough that I could beat him up. I'm sorry, survive 4 rounds? I'll have won by turn 4. By the end of turn 4. Let's make you really unpopular. Let's just put you there so the enemy have to run past a tech priest. And more come up. Kind of disappointing, I was expecting more. Ah well, they'll run in toward the enemy and I'll hit them all with an arc scourge. Because they'll bottleneck themselves. Let's just put you here. No, you're waiting. Thump. If that Skitari dies, I do not lose anything. Beyond some Blackstone. Because tactically, I'm willing to lose him. Just gets brutally hit, still doesn't go down. Charges in. Yep, hit the enemy. Now run. Run. I'm just gonna hit that there so I don't get copyrighted. And let's just have you move out of the way, because you will be attacked otherwise. Pardon me while I bump the mic and do messy things. Okay. Let's just shove him into position. Now, let's just end you with a buzzsaw. I don't even need cognition to end that fight. Okay. Breaking console. Grabbing cognition. Let's break the other console too. Just yeet him. Just hit him so hard back we yeet him. Now, just gonna have you clean up the bodies. Yeah, I'm not too phased about you attacking him. He's tough enough to survive. Survive 3 rounds? These guys will be dead by the end of this one. And burn! Of course that isn't enough. It's never enough. Okay. You're running up here and ending that corpse. So it would react. It'll probably reactivate next turn if we didn't. Now let's see what they come up. Oh, I was expecting more. To be fair, I am doing really well at killing these things. Just deploy two gun line troops to just end them. Well, that didn't do anything. Let's just put you here. So that'll lure the enemy towards you. Or not. Let's just have you cause some damage. And smack. Now let's just heal you. Now, let's grab that. Now, let's get rid of these little monsters, shall we? Why? Yes, I know. Let's beat up the other one now. How are you not dead? Why? To be fair, I wasn't paying attention quickly enough. Okay, let's just end this one. 8. Just 8 damage. Or maybe hate damage. Okay. Let's heal all troops, it'll be quicker. Okay then, let's watch the reinforcements come up so I can annihilate them too. I was expecting more. Ah well. Actually, let's just leave you there. So much for the heal. So much for healing him. Or her. So it just moves you to here. Love how the Skitari sound kind of like Kylo Ren. Well, that didn't help you much, did it? And slash. And smack. It's like what one weapon type doesn't, what one weapon doesn't do, another one generally will. Nope. Like, there is a temptation to use the Tech Priest to do something, but honestly, it's not always worth it. Okay. Let's get rid of that. And now let's end the turn. It's like, let's just finish off the corpses, because at least one of them's in the way. Maybe. I mean, it is a perfectly valid tactic to just use the enemy's corpses as a barrier against the enemy attacking you. Not always effective though, because sometimes the enemy just wakes up on you. Okay. There's really no point in moving you. Or you. And we've won. Necrons of this tomb have been purged. In fire! Issues that. On a very unrelated note, I recently picked up issue 36 of Mortal Realms, so at some point in the future you guys will end up getting to see me do terrain where I end up having a bell for part of a clock tower. Don't know when, but you'll see it eventually. I mean, I've got a whole cathedral build plan that I want to do at some point in the future, but I make no promises of that happening anytime soon. So, should be safer for our troops to explore, I admit, in a sense of gratification from my emotional centers to see so many enemies destroyed. Take no shame in exulting at the destruction of the Xenos through killing the alien. Though killing the alien is our solemn duty, that does not mean we cannot let it buoy our spirits when it is accomplished. Colloquialisms Minor, Chapter 51. It's not work if you enjoy it. I think that's meant in a different way. How many have we annihilated? 21. Okay, could have done with annihilating more, but that happens. And we've got that. And that. Okay. Now, I want to finish your Lex Mechanic journey. Damn, not enough to upgrade him further. Oh well. At least now we have someone who can fully, pardon me while I just remove that. At least you have someone who can now fully, be useful. Well, I say be useful, he already was. Okay, not enough augment points, okay. Plus 4 to max HP. Yeah, that's useful. Doesn't quite make you very tanky, but still useful. Okay. Hardly any missions to do, so we have another. The Corrupted King. Ooh. That axe. It's like dead axe. Gain an additional slot. Level 3 servitor. Treasure hunt. Get tier 3 melee axe. And get Sakarian Ruststalkers, because Ruststalkers. No, because I want to do all of the Heretic missions at once as a thing, but it requires me to, you know, actually have them all unlocked. The fun part's doing the end mission, because the character is the master of the Xenorite discipline and behaves just as you'd expect the master of the guys who know how to revive themselves goes. It's like, welcome to my fight. Oh, you've beaten... It's like, fool, you think you've beaten me? No. This was but phase 1. Here is phase 2! And just comes back, gets back up with more than full health. Like, I think he gets back up with like 3 or 4 times his max health normally. With his 3 or 4 times his 3 or 4 times his base health. Which is pretty awesome. Look at the characters we have. The white one looks like it's Vidix. We've got the Dominus in the middle there, who I'm fairly certain is the head tech priest, and I think we have the of Skidovia on the other side. Interesting, interesting. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will do another stream of this at some point in the future. Who knows, maybe by the end of this, maybe by the time I get to the final battle of this playthrough series, I'll actually have a new tech priest costume together to actually use in videos, and actually have a webcam that works for my game console. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Bye.